Hey guys, welcome back to Hari's Academy. I have given an assignment in the earlier lecture which was like to create an AWS account which is a free tier account, and it has almost like 12 months of free tier with various services which are given for free, right? I hope you guys were able to create an account and you didn't have any issues. In case you have any issues in your account, please do reach out to me in the comment section below. Okay, let's move to the next topic, which is like AWS budget. So we'll see like how to log into this AWS first, and then we'll see how to set up budget, which is very important topic in AWS, right? Let's move to this website. To log into AWS, we need to go to console.aws.amazon.com. So how to remember this URL? I'll give you one easy way. If you want to buy anything on, we go to amazon.com, correct, or .in. So for going to AWS, we'll go to .aws. And if you want to log into the console, we go to console. So this way I remember it, console.aws.amazon.com. This is where you will go and you will learn about AWS, right? So when you are trying to enter into console, it asks you for a login ID. You can see here there is a root user login ID. We will discuss about this in more detail, but for now let me log into my root account. Okay, and in case you guys had any issues with the while creating a AWS account, you can reach out to the troubleshooting, the previous lecture which I have already added into this. It has all the troubleshooting options as well. In case you still stuck with the account activation, please reach out to me in the comment section below. I'll be able to help you guys with all the troubleshooting options. Now when I logged into AWS, this is how it looks like. This is called as AWS Management Console. We'll learn more about details like how we can access services here. There are different options here in the menu, right? Like services, you can see all the different services which are there in AWS, like right from compute till all the captivating technologies like machine learning, blockchain, everything is there in AWS. So that is these are the length and breadth of the services which AWS has, right? So now let's not waste much of our time and then go to my billing dashboard. So in case your account is not activated properly, my billing dashboard will not show you proper way. It shows you like your account has not been activated and you follow all these steps, and these are the 3 reasons for your account not getting activated. So the same reasons which we have discussed in the earlier lecture, the same things will be shown up here, right? If you are able to see this billing and cost management dashboard, that means your account is successfully created and activated. So congratulations on the first step. Now let's move on to this like why we need billing and cost management, right? So as this is a free tier account, we are learning stage, so we might end up doing some mistakes which will end up us to overspend the budget which we have thought of. Like it is a free tier, it should be 0, but there are few services. If I want to learn those services, I might end up spending some amount of some money in that, right? So for that purpose, we have to create a budget for this. So this is how even every company does, by creating their own budget. Like this is what I'm willing to spend for the services which I'm going to use. So this is like pay as per go model. That is the reason whatever services which we are going to use it here, those are the services which we are going to pay as used, right? So here I'll go directly to Cost Explorer, because there are not this Cost Explorer. We'll go to this budget, okay, and then we'll create a budget here, right? If you go to bills, you'll not see any bill here because I haven't created anything. I haven't used any services as such right now. So I'll go to budget quickly and create a budget for my account, right? And this is a cost budget. There are different budgets here. We are not going to discuss more about these 3. For now, important topic is to go for a cost budget. Okay, we'll go with these 3 budgets later. Now let us set up a budget for our usage. So I'll call this as, you can call it as monthly EC2 budget. If you are using only EC2 as a service, you can keep any name here. I'm going to say learning AWS in detail. Okay, so it can be having any frequency like monthly, quarterly, or annually. It is up to you, and it will be a recurring budget. It will be like every month I'll be getting this bill if I'm overspending anything here, right? And this will be a fixed budget, and you can see here the budget amount can be starting from 0.01 cent till whatever budget you want to have, right? But as I already told you, if you wanted to learn something completely about AWS Solution Architect, you might end up spending some money, because all the services in the free tier account is not free. Only few services are given in the free tier account, so you might end up spending some amount to learn AWS all services which are required for this Solution Architect program, right? So still $10 should be a good amount of money which you can spend to learn all the services. But if you still don't want to spend a single rupee or a single cent, a single dime, then definitely you can go with this amount as 0.01 cent, which is very, very less amount, right? And then I will say, okay, so I'll go for configure alerts. Now you can set a threshold, like how much amount once it reaches this particular threshold, I should have a billing alert sent to my email ID, where I can have a look at those particular bill, and then I can think of whether I can go and spend this much amount, or I have to stop it there itself by removing all the services which I should not use it to overspend the budget, right? So that way you can have a forecast, and then you can act accordingly. Now I'll say 90% of the budget. Suppose if my amount, like it is like almost $0.009 if I spend, I'll be getting an alert saying that you are almost 90% of your budget and only 10% is remaining, right? So then you can make a decision based on this, whether you have to go ahead with the services or not, and you have to terminate few of the services to avoid overspending on this, right? Now here you have to give your email ID, right? I can give any email ID here. Let me give it as this way, okay? Harish Academy @suppose gmail.com. This is some email ID which I have given. It can be any email ID, it can be your email ID, which will be like alerts will be sent to that particular email ID only. Okay, you can add number of email IDs here by clicking on add email contact. And this is one more concept called a simple notification service, which we are going to learn it later. For now it is not required. Now I'll click on confirm budget, right? You can see all the options which you have set, whether it is correctly mentioned it here or not. If you want to do any changes to it, you can go to edit button on every section and then do the edits. Now I'll go and create it, right? So now you can see this is the budget which I have sent, right? And this is the budget name which I have given, and you will have the alerts once you reach the budget amount, right? So this is how we create budgets in AWS, and this is very, very important topic, guys. Before you start off with anything in working on any services in AWS, this is the first step you have to do to avoid any extra spent on your AWS account. So I hope you guys are very much clear with this topic, and I hope you will be setting a budget before you start off with any services. This way you will ensure like you are not spending much. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for listening to this topic. If you guys really like my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. This will help me create more and more videos, and it will motivate me a lot. Thank you so much for all your help. We'll meet in the next lecture. Goodbye.